Beast Gohan is actually currently in Dragon Ball Legends. I can maybe understand expecting Ultimate Piccolo to drop, maybe Ultimate Gohan as well, and the new Pan, but to sit here and say that you are expecting Beast Gohan this early is honestly just shocking to me. And because of this, it's been making me rethink the possibility of Beast Gohan dropping over on Global or maybe even JP later on this year. Remember that they mentioned they want to get more. When I say they, I'm saying the producers of Dokkan in one of the live streams mentioned that they want to get more Dragon Ball Hero content out before the end of the year, before 2022 comes to a close. And I guess you can say that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, right, could definitely count as what they were going for there. But to be completely honest with you, since we still have, 2.5 months left of the year, I think Gohan could be dropping on JP at least, and then maybe both Global and JP through some shared celebration towards the end of the year. And the point of this video is to go through JP's timeline of events and maybe even Global's as well to see if there's even really space for that. Is it even worth expecting that? Now, since things have changed, the schedules and events and just the timeline is also going to be a little bit wonky. Just bear that in mind. But let's hop into this. Right now, I'm in the 6th year anniversary of, or basically October, during Dokkan's 6th year here, just to go ahead and show you how Dokkan's been working the last few years. So Dokkan Fest early October. Oh, by the way, really quick subscriber challenge. If you're watching this video on the toilet right now, you got caught lacking. I knew I smelled something, bro. Come on, you just got caught lacking. You got to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. However, if you're not, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. Just know that I will catch you lacking in the next one. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue with this video now. There we go. Anyway, so October, as we all know, is going to be a Dokkan Fest. And then there's usually a Part 2 LR. But in this case, there is no Part 2 LR for JP Dokkan, which is a very important thing to note. Because that means that this Kid Goku here just became a Dokkan Fest without a Part 2 LR. Which could mean that he may be the unit that drops for Global Dokkan in the month of March. And the reason why I say that is because the month of March for both Global and JP is very interesting. They both get a Dokkan Fest with no Part 2 LR, and then Saiyan Day drops towards the end of the month. It usually starts around the 18th of March. So just to show you that visually, Global Dokkan got AGL Trunks. AGL Trunks was a Dokkan Fest that dropped on JP late October, who had no Part 2 LR, which means he was a perfect fit for the month of March since there's no space for a Part 2 LR, and then boom, Saiyan Day arrives, right? So it's possible now that this Goku will drop in the month of March for Global Dokkan, but again, we're gonna have to see how things work. So now we have at the end of October, JP Dokkan should be expecting a new Dokkan Fest to arrive, again, at the end of October. Is it possible to assume that Dragon Ball Super Superhero will release now, at this time? I honestly doubt it, because as you can see here with Legends, they dropped 3 new characters. To drop a unit, as just with no parts. I mean, again, Trunks last year had no Part 2 LR. If we go to the next month here, you can see that it was literally just AGL Trunks and then a bunch of content here leading up to, the Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Hero celebration. So maybe because this year there's no version Z to expect, maybe they could drop low-key, right, a Part 2 LR, the 10th or 11th, of November. Maybe it's possible. But even if they do a Part 1 Dokkan Fest and Part 2 LR, I don't think it's going to be enough to fit what we're expecting from Heroes, right? Or from Superhero, which is maybe a Beast Gohan LR, and then maybe, a Ultimate Piccolo LR, and then I guess that's a good question. What do we expect? Are we expecting like a dual Dokkan festival, right? Beast Gohan has to drop as some sort of dual Dokkan. He's an LF on Legends, right? He has to be some sort of LR on Dokkan. I mean, maybe he's not. Maybe he could be a TUR, but that'd have to be the most broken TUR of the entire game. But then, would it also be a dual Dokkan festival? Sorry, a dual Dokkan festival, just regular 2 TURs? I guess that's a possibility, right? But I just don't see Beast Gohan dropping as just a single TUR with maybe a part 2 LR. I see it being a little bit more than that. So just because of that, I don't think he's going to drop later on this month for JP. And I don't see him dropping in the month of November because, again, it's going to be just filled with content relating to the Dokkan Fest. And then, boom, we both Global and JP will move into the Dragon Ball Hero celebration. Which brings us to the end of November, which JP does, in fact, again, get a Dokkan Festival unit. Now, the Dokkan Fest at the end of November for JP does bleed into, obviously, the month of December, where we get just some content here, and then a part 2 LR. So here's a possibility that I'm thinking of, and you can let me know what you personally think of this. So November, right? There is a Dokkan Fest at the end of November. What they could theoretically do, right, is push this Dokkan Fest to early December, because JP Global Dokkan gets a Dokkan Fest early December. Let me see the actual day. It's the 3rd of December. So again, this could work. What JP Dokkan could do is push the new Dokkan Fest that usually drops at the end of November to early December to fit with Global. And then maybe give a part 2 LR to the Dokkan Fest that dropped over in late October, just to, give a little bit of extra space before Heroes drops. If they do that, and they line up the Dokkan Fest drop for both Global and JP for the month of December, then that could mean that December could be the month, theoretically, at least early December, that some type of Dragon Ball superhero could release. Again, I'm trying to make things work here because as of right now, I'm not really seeing, like, I already said I don't really see Dokkan dropping Beast Gohan and Ultimate Piccolo and stuff, from a Dokkan Fest at the end of a month and then just a regular part 2 LR. I just don't see that happening. Could it happen? Yes, 100%, but I don't see it happening. It doesn't fit what I expect from Dokkan, what we've seen from Dokkan in the last few years regarding these hype releases, right? I expect at minimum a dual Dokkan festival, and there really is not a dual Dokkan festival happening until the end of the year, which we'll get to in just a second. But up until right now, there is no space for a dual Dokkan festival. So trying to make this work, Dokkan JP could release a part 2 LR, then space it out a little bit, drop Heroes a little bit later, and then wait a little bit into the month of December and drop a Dokkan Fest right alongside Global, like a shared global celebration between Global and JP with Dragon Ball superhero content. Part 1 unit is going to be something hype, maybe, and then part 2 LR is something carnival related. I don't know. But again, doesn't really fit to me because they're not going to drop a dual Dokkan festival in the beginning of December. They've never done that before. Is it possible? Yes, I just don't see it happening. It also begs the question, though, if they do that, then what happens to units like Resurrection F Blue Goku, right? When does he release? Things are going to get really weird. I'm telling you right now, things are going to get super ultra weird for Global Dokkan if the month of December isn't like Path to Power Goku, or isn't like, the Resurrection F Blues. Because the Blues, let me actually just pull this up just to show you something really quick. Let's go to the month of, is it end of May that they came out? Yeah, so just to give you guys a little thing here, the Blues dropped on May. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't pull them up. Maybe I should pull up the Gohan from last year. Where is May? So AGL Gohan, right? Let's also pull up the unit before that, which I believe was Ultimate Gohan. Oh no, it was Kefla. Wow. Again, just to give you guys an understanding of how this has usually worked in the past. So Gohan dropped in May of last year for JP, and then October for Global. Kefla, where's Kefla? So mid, man. Dropped in May and then released in August for Global. But keep in mind that this was a weird release because while JP got Kefla, STRUY was the global first for Global. We haven't got a global first unit in a very long time. So it's time for these guys to come home to Global Dokkan. So if they don't release in December, things are going to get very, very extremely weird for Global Dokkan. But that's besides the point. Then we move on to the end of the month, and this is where, again, it makes sense. This is the only time, now that I'm really thinking about it, they could make other things work, but at the end of the year for JP Dokkan, they drop a Dual Dokkan Festival. No Part 2 LR, right? Because if we go into January here of 2022, we see that there's just some content here, you know, regarding the content of the units that dropped before, and then that's pretty much it. It's not, there's no Part 2 LR because you move straight into the anniversary, and Dokkan wants you to save a little bit of stones, thankfully, before the anniversary begins. So there really is no Part 2 LR, but again, they still could drop a Dual Dokkan Festival, right? Maybe Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, maybe Ultimate Gohan and Orange Piccolo, or Ultimate Piccolo. There's a lot of possibilities here. So this, I think, at the end of December, for JP at least, could be the time that we can see Beast Gohan and whoever else. The question then becomes, will Global Dokkan get this shared celebration? And it's tricky because Global and JP, you know, couldn't even share the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, right? The Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are dropping a week later on Global Dokkan. So if we go to the timeline for Global, just to show you how packed December is. December, we get a Dokkan Fest, and then we get the Part 2 LR on a Carnival banner, by the way, the double rates banner. So they know that since it's double rates, people are going to be spending like crazy on that. Not crazy, but more than usual on a banner of that nature. So Dokkan Fest, a double rates banner, and then towards the end of the month, which is not really here right now, because this is not just an event timeline, but towards the end of the month for December, keep in mind that we do get the Tanabata banner. That Tanabata banner has the Vegeta and Trunks that's dropping next month for Global, that should drop next month for Global, along with the 7-year LRs on that banner. So you're having pretty much 3 big banners in a month. You have Boom, Part 2 LR, and then the double rates banner dropping, not double rates, but the Vegeta and Trunks Tanabata banner dropping around Christmas time. Are they really going to drop a few days? Because this dropped the 28th, and Vegeta. Let me see if I can pull up the Vegeta and Trunks banner. Can I go to? I don't usually use the wiki for summons, but I guess I could go to campaigns, right? Let's go to all JP campaigns, and just to show you guys the banner that we're dealing with here. Let's go here. Here it is. This is the banner that I'm talking about right here. So this banner, right, usually drops. This Tanabata banner that has the anniversary LRs featured usually drops for Global Dokkan around Christmas Eve. So the 24th to 25th of December. The Dual Dokkan Festival drops the 28th or around this time for JP. And remember, New Year's, the New Year's double rates, I keep saying double rates, man. The New Year's Steppa banner drops like on the 30th of December. So are you telling me that Global Dokkan, sorry, is going to receive, where's the timeline events for, I guess I changed it, but that Global is going to get a Dokkan Fest beginning of December, double rates banner mid-December, then Tanabata banner, you know, Christmas Eve, and then 3 days later a Dual Dokkan Festival, and then 3 days later a keep saying double rates, man, the Step Up banner. There's no way they do that. That is too much for the month of December. So to me, it's really looking like it's going to drop on JP first, the Beast Gohan and whatnot, and then Global Dokkan gets it a little bit later. Now, if they do drop Beast Gohan for JP or whatever superhero stuff on JP in the month of December towards the end, in that Dual Dokkan Festival slot, then the question is, when does it come to Global? And usually units that drop this late for JP come to Global around the month of April. So this is basically when you could expect it, if in fact this is when it drops for JP. hopefully this video made sense to you. If there's any questions, let me know in the comment section below. A lot of content coming your way, especially superhero content, because you never know, man. They could drop this man tomorrow. You just never know. I will keep you updated regardless, though. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. And thank you for supporting me and rocking with me as long as you have. I can only hope that you support us moving forward when we eventually reach the goal of 60,000, 70,000, 80, 90, and eventually at 100K. And I just want to say, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and peace.